Billy Hayes still spotting the heavens for the unseen UFO.
And what a nice tip of the hat to our camera crew tonight. Grade A pictures, fellas. Meanwhile, we've got someone down on the field. One of the Philadelphia Eagles. And
Jerome Brown.
Jerome Brown, Al, a player who has really begun to climb onto the level that a lot of people thought that he would, being the #1 draft choice out of Miami. Has really started to play super football for the Eagles. Had a tremendous game last week against the 49ers, but Al, still going to be long remembered for, I guess, leading the revolt when he was a senior at Miami when they walked out on Penn State at the Orange Bowl.
Well, that was a wild night. That was at the Fiesta Bowl, a joint banquet. He went to the microphone. His exact quote was, "Did the Japanese sit down and have dinner with Pearl Harbor before they bombed them?" And everybody yelled, "No." And he said, "Okay, fellas, let's go."
And they went.
Out they went. Out went the Hurricanes. It was a wild scene, and then Penn State won the game the next night.
He didn't want anyone helping him off the field. And the winner of our halftime poll, where we allow you to vote for the key plays that we've known over Monday Night Football tonight. The best sack, that goes to Lawrence Taylor of the Giants, who trails only Reggie White of the last 5 years in sacks. Reggie coming into tonight with 72, but he had a couple tonight.
Mark Gastineau there with less than a stellar performance, gathering only 5% of the votes.
Mark, of course, in training for something. Is he going to fight? Is he still up there training?
Well, he's going to fight the winner of the Cooney Holmes. Cooney and Foreman.
Cooney and Foreman, yeah.
Alex Wallows. It's Cooney and Foreman, right, Alex?
Yeah, I think January 15th. Isn't the date of that fight?
We have a mic for Alex.
You know, I think the last Tyson fight was labeled the War by the Shore. I think this the Cooney Foreman fight was been labeled Two Geezers at Caesars.
Not bad. Not bad.
You've held that all night.
We're emptying out the bags, folks.
Anyway, Mark Gastineau is in training. He is going to attempt a boxing career. He's going to go after the crown vacated when Tony Mandarich signed with the Packers.
Here's Buford. And that one will die inside the 5-yard line, but there's a flag down back at the 42.
Oh, woe are the Bears. They're going to have to do it again, I believe.
Greg Landry, a brilliantly orchestrated offense tonight, and head coach Mike Ditka got what he wanted so very much tonight, a win over not only the Philadelphia Eagles, but Buddy Ryan. About the first huddle we've had tonight. Pat Haggerty's crew.
Formation, offense.
The Eagles came out of last week's game with the 49ers really talking among themselves that we suffered a letdown, that we really are a better team than the 49ers. Mike
just had some more coffee.
Minute 9 left in the ball game, Mike. You're up by 2 touchdowns here. Mike. This is not good, Mike. Chill out. Mellow out, Mike.
How to recover from a heart attack. Oh, boy.
Anyway, the Eagles were talking about how they were better than the 49ers, and this was another test for them today. And I think the Eagles, while there's no question that they are an up-and-coming team, can they rightly say that they're on the same level with teams like the 49ers and the Chicago Bears? And looks like we've got a little pushy-shovey going on back about the 45. I mean, it's really I think the jury's still out on the Eagles as to where they are and to whether they are on that upper tier of teams in the National Football League.
Well, they won one against Washington they shouldn't have won. They lost one perhaps they shouldn't have lost against the 49ers, but in doing so, they also gave up over 700 yards to those two ball clubs. They came into the night after 3 games, 25th against the pass, 11th against the rush, and this is a team noted for their defense.
Well, the Eagles are a ways away with the way they play the pass. they've got to tighten things up in their secondary before they're going to make it upstairs.
Catch is made by Gizmo Williams. He takes it to the 19-yard line. Whoa, Perry at 340. Williams weighs about 180 and is 5'6".
Biggest appliance on the field on the smallest player out there.
Well, Buddy's line about Gizmo was he's not small, he's short. Well, he's now smaller and shorter.
And flatter.
Gizmo again. Lynch and Morrissey in on the tackle. And this one winds down with Chicago on top, 27-13.
What did he also say about him? He's 6'5" on a quarter-inch scale.
Cunningham throws it away. Ed McCaskey, chairman of the board of the Chicago Bears, watching his team on its way to another victory. And again, the Chicago Bears amazingly have not been out of first place since 1983. They've either been in the lead or tied for the lead every week. And
I think if we want to talk about one person tonight that might have been symbolic of the Bears' effort, there he is right there, Dan Hampton. I did not think he was going to be able to play today. This guy has been hobbled all week with a bad knee, and yet he comes out and he plays. He plays the entire ball game. And that is why the Bears are the football team that they are, because he's reflective of their work ethic. And it is one heck of a work ethic.
And tomorrow he goes up to have those knees examined in East Lansing.
And again, the organization that has 10 first-round draft picks out on their roster. And Ken Cunningham, meanwhile, has put the ball up 60 times tonight.
And look at Hampton limp as he tries to walk down the sideline.
We've had 98 passes in the game, and we have a chance for 100 with 14 seconds remaining. And this will set a new Eagle record, the 61st pass of the night.
That'll set one for height.
Intended for Williams, and the wind holds it up as well, and Lynch knocks it down. And that breaks a record set in 1940 by Davey O'Brien. Most passes attempted in a game by an Eagle.
That pass looked like one of Zendejas' kickoffs, only it was about 20 yards longer.
Careened up the Enterprise. So these two will get together and have a little cocktail after the game tonight. Chew the fat.
There it is.
Hardly.
The numbers, 99 passes in the game. There have only been 4 games in the history of the NFL that have seen 100 passes. And this will become game number 5 right here. Your 100th pass of the night is caught. And Garrity will be the answer to a trivia question as he's knocked down at the 42-yard line, and that'll do it. That's as close as those guys will come. A split screen on your television set.
There will be another day, Buddy says.
And Mike has beaten Buddy for the 4th time. He's 4-0 with them. And again, the Eagles are 0 forever in Chicago. They are now 0-13 in the Windy City. Bears lead by 2 in the Central. Eagles trail the Giants by 2 in the East as Chicago wins it 27-13. Al Michaels, Frank Gifford, Dan Deerdorf saying good night from Soldier Field in Chicago with a reminder that Saturday on ABC's College Football, the USC Trojans host the Washington Huskies, or the Ohio State Buckeyes take on the Fighting Illini of Illinois. And next week on Monday Night Football, 2 old AFL rivals square off as the Los Angeles Raiders, with the best record in Monday Night Football history, meet the New York Jets, now except on the...
Put the game out of reach.